Hey, bro.
I'm gonna fight something, bro.
Hey, bro.
Come on, bro.
You don't remember the catch and shoot.
Forget that. Forget that.
Why you got me in the corner? Walk out
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, now we
I'm
good.
trying to know I ain't going for none of them things. Hey. Oh! Boy, that boy still got it. Come on.
Brother.
Come on, bro. No,
Yeah, you
I'm
better.
too strong for
You
that. Watch
better.
that.
Do it again. Do it
Over
again.
here.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Switch for 2 rounds.
Bing, bing, bing.
Did what he had to do, man. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man. You know, you also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we on the outside. You know.
The boxing world just witnessed one of the most dominating performances in recent memory, and Shakur Stevenson is finally breaking his silence about the moment he knew Teofimo Lopez had absolutely nothing for him. In an exclusive conversation with boxing legend Andre Ward, Shakur revealed shocking behind-the-scenes details about his master plan, the devastating psychological warfare that broke Lopez's spirit, and the bombshell call-out that has everyone questioning if he's biting off more than he can chew.
Hey Shakur, Wembley, locked in, be ready. You want the rehydration clause? You gotta pay. Yeah? I'll still smash your ass. First fight down at 147 in 3 years, and I'll still give it to you.
Shakur Stevenson obliterated Teofimo Lopez at Madison Square Garden on January 31st, earning unanimous scorecards of 1,109 and capturing his 4th divisional world title, with a performance so one-sided that even Lopez's father was rendered speechless. This wasn't merely an impressive win, it was an absolute masterclass that left the entire boxing community in awe and forced everyone to completely reconsider Shakur's position among the planet's elite fighters.
He's caught in the matrix.
He took the blue pill.
Back in. Yeah. Shakur's the blue pill. That's his new nickname. The blue pill is whooping Teofimo Lopez. Yo, oh, good jab. This is BTA. Y'all hug it out. Hey, Shakur Stevenson is the best fighter in the world.
What Shakur revealed to Andre Ward about pinpointing the exact moment Lopez's fighting spirit completely crumbled is something nobody anticipated and exposes the ice-cold, methodical approach of a genuine champion. Before diving into those explosive insights, the discussion began with Andre Ward questioning Shakur about handling the enormous pressure of performing on boxing's biggest platform with millions of eyes watching his every move.
Man, he better leave that alone.
What did you think of Shakur's performance
He
tonight?
did what he had to do, man. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man. You know, you also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we on the outside, you know.
Andre Ward congratulated Shakur on his boxing clinic and immediately explored the mental fortitude required to remain composed under such intense pressure and worldwide scrutiny. Shakur replied with his trademark self-assurance, telling Ward, "I felt excellent. I dismantled him, piece by piece. I executed exactly what needed to be done. Listen, I told you I've faced fighters like this throughout my entire career. This represents pure boxing artistry. Land clean shots while avoiding punishment."
I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I heard him a couple of times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on a great show tonight.
This response perfectly encapsulates Shakur's mental state, entering the most significant bout of his professional journey, demonstrating his unwavering belief in his ability to completely dominate Teofimo Lopez across all 12 rounds. Inside sources from Shakur's preparation revealed intense final week discussions about whether he should fight conservatively or take calculated risks to energize the New York audience. According to individuals familiar with those strategic meetings, Shakur's grandfather and trainer Wally Moses allegedly advised him during one session, ignore the crowd noise, forget external expectations, simply execute your strengths and make him whiff punches all evening long. This guidance clearly impacted Shakur because, from the opening bell, he obviously came to deliver a flawless defensive exhibition regardless of outside opinions.
But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
So what did you see from the outside that he might be
I mean,
able to
I'm
do
just
better?
saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that. He could have touched on, but again, he's in there.
Ward questioned Shakur about his tactical approach entering the contest and whether everything developed precisely as predicted or if mid-fight modifications became necessary as rounds accumulated. Shakur's response proved absolutely captivating, showcasing the exceptional ring intelligence that distinguishes championship-level fighters from talented contenders who struggle with real-time adaptations. Shakur detailed how his corner provided crystal-clear guidance after each round, but most crucially, he identified Lopez's tendencies almost instantly from their first exchanges.
Step into him.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If he steps to him, it's a long night for Teo. Oh, that's a knockdown. That's a knockdown. That's not a knockdown. Good uppercut from Shakur. I want to see a knockout.
A gym source, who allegedly observed Shakur's entire training camp, shared that Shakur told sparring partners during preparation, Teo will rush forward and overcommit on his heavy punches. That's precisely when I'll capitalize every opportunity. This forecast proved completely accurate throughout the entire contest, with Lopez repeatedly lunging and missing while Shakur responded with crisp, precise shots that gradually wore him down. Shakur confided to Ward that from the opening round, he sensed Lopez lacked necessary solutions, stating, "From round one, I recognized he had no answers. Whenever he attempted to press forward, I avoided his attacks and punished him." However, numerous boxing experts believe the genuine turning point occurred in round 4 when Shakur began completely controlling range and making Lopez appear utterly bewildered inside the squared circle.
His feet too slow. You know he's looking for one shot. He's doing that just one shot. He ain't going for that. Keep that jab on him, champ. Keep that jab on him, champ. His feet too slow. His feet too slow.
A ringside analyst reportedly informed associates, "By round 4, you witnessed frustration mounting in Lopez's entire demeanor. He attempted everything possible, yet nothing succeeded against Shakur's mobility. Shakur's jab throughout the fight proved absolutely surgical, connecting with pinpoint accuracy while maintaining perfect distance where Lopez's explosive power became completely irrelevant. By round 6, visible damage from Shakur's jab became unmistakable as a severe laceration opened above Lopez's left eye, providing Shakur an even clearer target to exploit." Andre Ward questioned Shakur about that pivotal moment when the cut appeared and whether he deliberately focused on it more to break Lopez down physically and psychologically during the remaining rounds.
Disappointment that you didn't stop him because you said even during the fight you wanted to stop him.
No, it's no disappointment. It's boxing at the end of the day. I seen him go out there, and when I was about to stop him, he started fighting back a little bit. So, respect to him.
Shakur's answer demonstrated his maturity and deep sport comprehension, explaining, "Once I noticed the bleeding, I understood I needed to keep landing that jab, not fighting dirty or anything. Just excellent, clean boxing, making him uncomfortable and destroying his confidence." This tactical choice proved absolutely catastrophic because as the bout continued, the cut bled increasingly heavily, with blood pouring down Lopez's face by rounds 10 and 11. Sources who allegedly spoke with people in Lopez's corner between rounds reported that his father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., desperately attempted motivating his son, but seemed to offer no genuine tactical solutions. One person who claimed to overhear corner instructions shared, "His father kept shouting about power and demanding, 'Where's your power?' but provided no real answers to the problems Shakur presented every single round."
I still need mine. I still need mine. Hey, I'm different. I don't care. I need that. I'm too big for you, Teo. It's all good. I need that. You couldn't do nothing. It's all good. I need that. It's all good, man.
Ward questioned Shakur about what he heard from Lopez's corner and whether he sensed growing desperation as the fight progressed and Lopez exhausted his options. Shakur grinned when responding, telling Ward, "I heard his father screaming about power and questioning what happened to his strength. That confirmed I was succeeding, making him doubt himself and crushing his spirit." The psychological impact of completely neutralizing an opponent's offense cannot be understated, as it forces them to question everything they believed about their capabilities at elite levels, making someone like Teofimo Lopez, who built his reputation on devastating power and exceptional athleticism, feel completely powerless represents one of the most damaging blows to a fighter's self-belief.
Anything that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson in there?
No, nothing. Honestly, I knew about his jab. I honestly, I took myself out of the, I say just the distance. I was playing it too much to his game. That's all.
Ward shifted discussion to ask about the precise moment when Shakur felt he had completely seized control and knew victory was guaranteed regardless of subsequent developments. This response provided remarkable insight into how elite fighters interpret situations instantly and recognize when they've shattered their opponent's determination. Shakur explained to Ward with absolute certainty, "Honestly, around rounds 3 or 4, I realized he had nothing for me. He was overreaching, missing everything, becoming frustrated. That's when I knew it would be an extended, agonizing evening for him." The confidence to recognize so early in a 12-round championship fight that you've already decoded your opponent's strategy requires incredible self-assurance and ring awareness that extremely few fighters possess. From that moment onward, according to multiple ringside witnesses, Shakur completely controlled every aspect without taking unnecessary chances or providing Lopez any openings. The sole round any judge awarded Lopez was round 8, and even that decision seemed dubious to most objective observers.
So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers in the first round. Honestly, I think he didn't really have any answers.
Andre Ward commended Shakur's restraint throughout the contest, noting that many fighters would have pursued a knockout once realizing they were dominating so thoroughly against elite opposition. Shakur explained his strategic reasoning, telling Ward he knew Lopez was too resilient and proud to surrender, so the wisest approach involved winning clear rounds rather than taking risks. Ward then mentioned the viral photographs circulating online, showing Shakur alongside Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, and Terrence Crawford in one powerful image.
Who did you grow up watching? Who created Shakur Stevenson?
When I was a kid, I used to watch non-stop Andre Ward.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Floyd too, but as I turned pro, I kind of watch a lot more Pernell Whitaker.
This picture generated enormous discussion because many consider it symbolic of generational transition from defensive masters to their apparent successor. Ward directly asked Shakur whether comparisons to Floyd Mayweather create pressure or if being called the next Floyd motivates or bothers him. Shakur's response proved absolutely perfect, displaying incredible self-awareness by telling Ward, "I have tremendous respect for Floyd, but I'm the original Shakur Stevenson. I'm not attempting to replicate anyone else. I'm simply becoming the best version of myself." However, Shakur revealed that Floyd Mayweather actually contacted him before the fight, offering encouragement and advice about managing bright lights pressure.
All right, and heading into fight week, many people have been calling you this generation's Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel about that comparison?
I'm the first Shakur Stevenson, but Floyd Mayweather's my guy. He called me right before the fight. He always texts me. He told me that he was proud of me before the fight happened. So Floyd is my family. I got a lot of love for Floyd.
The mentorship Shakur received from legends like Mayweather, Crawford, and Ward has obviously played a crucial role in developing him into the complete fighter he represents today. Ward asked whether Shakur felt he completely demoralized Lopez mentally by making everything appear effortless, while never allowing any success or hope. Shakur didn't hesitate, confidently stating, "I absolutely did. You witnessed it in his expression, his body language. He realized he couldn't touch me, hurt me, or do anything to win." The psychological and emotional damage Shakur inflicted during those 12 one-sided rounds might prove more significant than the physical beating regarding long-term career implications. For Lopez, enduring such a decisive and lopsided defeat against someone he genuinely believed he could defeat must raise serious questions about his future and elite status.
Yeah, I think I was just honestly too focused on one particular objective, one particular thing, than really enjoying what I could see opening. You know, I was catching him a lot with the body shots a lot. So I think that was one of my effective arsenals that was getting him every time.
Many boxing insiders now question whether Lopez can mentally recover from being completely dominated and shut out by Shakur before the entire world at Madison Square Garden. Meanwhile, Shakur's confidence and momentum from such a commanding victory over one of the division's biggest names creates unlimited possibilities for massive legacy-defining fights ahead. Ward addressed the topic everyone wants answers about, which concerns Shakur's next move now that he's proven himself as a legitimate four-division world champion. This discussion took a completely unexpected direction that has the entire boxing world buzzing with excitement, confusion, and debate about fight feasibility. Immediately after defeating Lopez, Shakur used his post-fight interview to dramatically challenge welterweight fighter Conor Benn, who was seated ringside witnessing the entire performance. Shakur told Ward during this exclusive conversation, "There's a fighter who was present and motivated me tonight too. Here is Conor Benn. I want that identical rehydration clause he imposed on Eubank, and let's make this happen."
But hold up. It's a fighter in here right now, and he motivated me tonight too. Where's Conor Benn? Hey, Conor Benn, we can get it banging, boy. We can get it banging, boy. I want that same rehydration clause that you put on Eubank Jr., and I want to fight.
You're too small for me, bro. You're too small for me.
You're
tiny. You're tiny, bro. Listen, he's a great fighter, you know, and he's a future pound for pounder. But ultimately, he's boring as fuck. I mean, oh my gosh, boring. But he's a great fighter. Depends what you like to watch. I like entertainment. I like value for money.
This call-out genuinely stunned many observers, because Conor Benn competes at welterweight 1,447 pounds, while Shakur just captured his title at super lightweight 140 pounds. That 7-pound difference might seem insignificant to casual fans, but at professional elite levels, it represents an enormous gap in size, power, and physical advantages. Ward directly asked Shakur whether he was completely serious about moving up to challenge Benn, or if this was promotional strategy designed to generate media buzz. Shakur clarified his intentions, telling Ward with conviction, "I'm a businessman ultimately, and I enjoy big fights. I like major money fights. If compensation is appropriate and terms are fair, let's make it happen immediately." The confidence to challenge a naturally larger fighter immediately after winning a world title shows Shakur genuinely believes his skills can overcome physical disadvantages against anyone at reasonable weights.
If he's not going to agree, then we probably don't fight. So he's just wasting time. We'll see.
However, Conor Benn's ringside response proved equally aggressive and dismissive, with Benn telling Dizan cameras, "You're too small for me. Come up to welterweight with the big dogs. You're a small little man who can't handle my power." This heated exchange between Shakur and Benn instantly created one of boxing's most discussed potential matchups, with fans demanding immediate scheduling. Many experts believe this fight would be an absolute war between Shakur's technical brilliance and defensive mastery against Benn's size, power, and aggressive welterweight style. Ward asked whether Benn's comments about being too small bothered Shakur or simply provided additional motivation to prove that elite skill always defeats size advantages. Shakur responded by laughing and explaining, "That's exactly why I want the rehydration clause, identical to what he used against Eubank. He made Eubank arrive basically half dead, so why can't I receive the same fair treatment and protection?"
But I'm a businessman at the end of the day, and like I said, he did a rehydration clause with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank was in the ring half dead. Why can't he do the same thing?
The rehydration clause, Shakur references limits post-weigh-in weight gain, preventing massive size advantages on actual fight night. Conor Benn famously utilized this exact clause in both Chris Eubank Jr. fights at middleweight, restricting Eubank to only 10 pounds regained after weighing 60 pounds. If Benn accepts this identical restriction for a potential Shakur fight at welterweight, it would create much more balanced and fair conditions for both competitors.
Dominant, but that means it was exciting or entertaining.
So is that not a fight that you would want? Because I know you want.
We can do it next, no problem. If he wants it next, he can have it. He ain't gonna call me out. You know, I'm here in his home city. Do you know what I mean?
Why are you levels above, in your opinion, then, Shakur?
It's not even levels above. He's a smaller man, and I'd use that to my advantage. I'm too explosive, and I punch a lot harder.
Sources familiar with negotiations reported that Benn's team seriously considers the fight, but wants significant financial guarantees before accepting any rehydration clause, limiting his natural size advantage completely. As the interview concluded, Ward asked Shakur one final question about where he honestly ranks himself in current pound-for-pound discussions after this incredibly dominant Lopez victory.
Did you think you was really gonna beat him up that way?
Yes. Yes. I've been told you this. I told you this a minute ago. I said he's not on my level. And I proved it tonight. And shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. You're a hell of a fighter. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you went in there.
Shakur's response proved confident while showing respect for other elite champions, acknowledging fighters like Terence Crawford, Naoya Inoue, and Oleksandr Usyk, while making clear he belongs in that elite conversation now. Very few fighters in boxing history have accomplished what Shakur achieved at such a young age, and many experts believe his absolute peak years remain ahead if he stays healthy and motivated. Ward concluded by telling Shakur the entire boxing world watches closely to see his next decision, and whether the Conor-Ben fight materializes or remains just talk. Shakur thanked Ward for the conversation and promised that whatever comes next, whether Ben or another elite welterweight challenger, he's ready to shock the world again and silence every doubter. That's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and action in the boxing world, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to enable notifications to get alerted when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace out.